Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. I want you to keep your mindset on the higher vibrational mindset so you can keep living your life and going on this beautiful journey you got. Can't live here without you. We need all of you. You're all here. You have all a special reason, a special purpose, and nobody can do it just like you. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Your Hidden Love Story. We're on episode 208 on spiritual awakening. Let's talk about that for a little bit. The reason why I come live on this show is I do believe we have all been misled and misguided by our emotional selves. That I believe that our go-to emotion is out of a lower vibration. And what do I mean by that? That I believe that we're operating from fear, doubt, insecurity, not whole enough, not complete enough, as we got to prove ourselves out there to the world or to someone else as our go-to emotion. My goal here on this channel is to flip the emotional story around to a higher vibrational story. So we are actually, our go-to vibration is out of love and above, laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace and harmony, passion, desire. Come on, baby, let's get this show rolling and let's get your life going. Hope you guys are all having an awesome, amazing, beautiful day. I'm so glad that you guys are all here. I wanted to talk about what is a spiritual awakening, what causes a spiritual awakening, and and what's the process like, and how long it's last, and stuff like that. So, a spiritual awakening is a call of a higher consciousness and a deeper mental awareness. The process of a spiritual awakening brings about personal transformation and shifts one's worldview. When someone goes through a spiritual awakening, they experience a shift in their mental framework. I tell you, when I went through mine, my whole life changed. I shifted for sure, for sure. Well, what actually causes that spiritual awakening? For many, a spiritual awakening is brought by a life-changing event. And for others, it is a gradual and just a gradual shift. I'm going to give you a list of what can cause that. Like a traumatic experience. This is one like a profound determination impact on our physical or emotional well-being. It is often followed by a long period of healing. Examples of traumatic experiences can be suffering from a drug or any kind of abuse, or from suffering from a serious accident. And my well-being was I had fibromyalgia for 15 years, and so that's what probably brought mine on. Besides, there's more. Major life changes events. There are events that have the potential to change your entire course of your life, like a divorce. The death of a loved one or a serious illness can classify a life-changing event. Now, I had that too. When the divorce happened, my life changed for where I could never, ever possibly told you before how it was going to change, to going into this spiritual awakening and being connected to Source, Divine. Another reason why what can cause it is a crisis, also known as like the dark night of the soul. Have you ever heard of that? Well, during the I don't know if I can say external crisis, an individual begins to question the meaning of the purpose of their life. Why am I here? What's the purpose? It's often accomplished by depression and followed by a life-changing experience, but it's not always the case. Or a near-death experience, which they call NDE. This is a pretty self-explanatory reason. Many people who have reported having an NDE also discusses coming into contact with beings from the other side. As you can imagine, such experiences profoundly transforms one's outlook on life. I did have something like that when I was younger. It was 17 or 19. I was in a major car accident, which is another reason that can cause it. And I don't remember 3 days of my life. I was up and moving around and in the hospital and out of the hospital and back in the hospital. But I don't remember any of that time. But that's like kind of the same way. And then we have a natural awakening. That I would think that would be the best. This is the involuntary process of an awakening. It takes place after engaging in a practice that produces a shift in the conscious awareness. Practice that can achieve a greater conscious awarenesses are meditation, mindfulness, developing a sense of connection with caring for plants and animals, or a self-transformation practice. What is the process like? It is important to note that the process of a spiritual awakening is different for everyone. Yet here's an idea that of what you may experience. The initiation. At the onset of a spiritual awakening, you may begin to encounter internal turmoil or a sense of feeling disconnected from the world, like, why am I here? You're not connecting with anybody, or not connecting with what's going on. You will develop an awareness of this ego as separate from yourself and acknowledge a greater energy at work within the universe. The initiation into a journey of awakening often occurs after a life-changing event or an experience. During this time, you will feel a call to look inward and begin the process to self-evaluate. The query. A spiritual awakening opens your eyes to the areas of life that needs healing. After the process has started, you may move into a period of questioning as you confront limiting beliefs and negative behavior patterns. That's what I like to look into. If you are feeling a religious path, you may also be experiencing a dismantling of this belief system as you seek to make sense of this world. The quest. On the path of a spiritual awakening, you may begin to inquire the various spiritual practices as the means to gain a sense of divine wisdom and deepen your understanding of the world. This can be through attending spiritual centers of workshops, reading sacred texts, or doing research of other religions. Religious belief systems provide us with many paths to spiritual awakenings. Many religions provide us with a perfect place to start until we get able to stand on our own 2 feet. For instance, the Noble Eightfold Path in Buddhism outlines steps towards perfect peace. This knowledge and depth of the universe are far beyond what can be contained by any one religion. This may lead you on a quest through many religious traditions before you choose to commit to one, or even take a hybrid approach by adopting principles from a various of faiths. Integration. During a spiritual awakening journey, light is shed on the wounds within your own soul in order to form to a seek healing. As these wounds are revealed, you feel compelled to seek support through the form of traditional therapy, spiritual guides, coaching services like mine, or spiritual healing practices. As you seek healing and guidance, you are clearing out negative thought patterns. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Negative thought patterns going on. Confirmation. That's why I'm here. Hey, let's flip those emotional stories around to better. Yeah, it is about clearing out those negative thought patterns and making room for divine knowledge and wisdom to flow through. Healing helps to shift into a new evaluate your conscious mind. I was just laughing at my own personal stuff. So anyhow, oneness with the universe is another one. At this point, you will expose a sense of oneness with the universe. You may lose your sense of self-identity or separateness from the universe. In psychology, this is described as a death to the ego. Ego death is complete loss of one's sense of self or subject to self-identity. The symptoms. What does a spiritual awakening feel like? What does it feel like? As you go through a spiritual awakening, you may feel various symptoms from time to time, especially each time and experience a shift or to level up your consciousness. Here are some symptoms and experiences. Hypersensitivity or heightened awareness. An increase in intuition and sense of awareness, like you become aware of things that you never knew, or you become really intuitive with things that are going on around the world that you might be thinking of someone's name that you hadn't thought of for a long time, and all of a sudden they message you. Or you may be thinking, oh, I shouldn't go down that road, and you find out later the reason why you didn't go down that road, there was a major accident. That's a sense of awareness. Becoming more in tune with the environment around you, becoming more empathic than others. You become awoke. That's correct, Andrew. awakened feelings of love, overwhelming feelings of love. I meant that's what I meant to say. Like God's love, the feeling of God's love. God is love. As you are experiencing an evaluation in your consciousness awareness, you will be able to and connect with divine love. Or you may start having lucid dreams, or your dreams may be becoming really vivid, and like you're starting to see more in your dreams than you have ever seen before. The lucid dreams are dreams which you are aware of the fact that you are dreaming, or you feel as you are awake within the dream. That's pretty cool. Excuse me. Synchronicities. Now we all know about that. I mean, synchronicities that have been happening in my life are really high. They're really extremely high right now. So these are simultaneously occurring events that happen that appear to relate to each other, or feeling of that deja vu. This is having an experience that feels as if it's occurred before, or it feels familiar. Extreme peace and calm, feeling a profound sense of inner peace. Now that's a nice one, to go through this spiritual awakening and just to feel that. No matter what's going on around you. We'd like to have that. You had an NDE when you were 22, then the divine said, no, you have to go back, and complete this life cycle. That's right, that's what it does. Delusion. This is a feeling like you're in a dreamlike state while you are awake in the current reality. Have you ever gone through that? I have. You know that you are awake, but it feels like your life is like a dream. Yeah, my life is like a dream, but it's an awakened dream. Maybe that's the name of my next show, The Awakened Dream. This feeling is brought on by dismantling of previous perceptions of reality. Loneliness. Now that does come in with the spiritual awakening too. Having difficulty connecting with your family or peers at a deeper level because you've shifted realities. Your mind isn't thinking the same. You're not believing the same. In fact, your reality is different. And so sometimes it's hard to communicate to those that are still on this other realm. Feeling, it's just this feeling that you're not being understood. And that may bring out feelings of being isolated. Or superiority complex, being caught up in the state of judgment of others, feeling better or more enlightened than the people around you. Or disconnected, that's another feeling. This is a feeling of lack of an attachment to the world. You may desire and find a new spirituality, fulfilling career, and devoted to your life is a sacred endures. Or you may lack interest in your peers. And how long does the spiritual awakening process take? Well, you guys ought to know that. Your journey towards a spiritual awakening is a cycle and an ongoing process for as long as you are here in this life. So for the rest of your life, you don't get out of it. Once you're in it, you're there. You guys, I wrote this book. It's called FlipN Your Emotional Story Around because I do believe our emotions play a big part in our whole life process and within the spiritual awakening, because we really do need to tame that emotional self for us to really truly wake up. But my book's over there on Amazon. It's called FlipN Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Here, let me send a commercial over to you. I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. And it's commercial break time. And what's she going to talk about on her commercial? Yeah, what's she going to talk about? She's going to talk about, did you know that Cynthia Toet, she's an author. She wrote a book this year called FlipN Your Emotional Story Around to Better. Yes, that's the book that she wrote, and it is on Amazon. It is an ebook and a hard copy, whichever you prefer. go over there right now and grab your copy right now to see what it's going to take to flip your emotional story around to better. Okay, back to the show now. So to sum things up, what did we just talk about was what is a spiritual awakening, but what causes it has to do with some traumatic experience or a life-changing event that takes place in your life, or some like the dark night of the soul, which creates a crisis, or a near-death experience, or a natural awakening. Those are reasons that cause it. And what the process is like, it has to do with your initiation, with your spiritual awakening, the query, and the quest. It is a quest to be on, that we're on. And I'm not sure if I'm reading this word right. I went and did all my homework, but here, during your spiritual awakening, the light is shed upon your wounds. This is when we're, looking within. And oneness with the universe, that you start becoming, you're feeling like you are part of the universe. And then what the symptoms were, what they feel like is hypersensitivity and heightened awareness, or overwhelming feelings of love, which is a real nice feeling. Lucid dreams, that's pretty cool. And synchronicities, I love the synchronicities. And feeling like that deja vu, when this happened. Extreme peace and calmness within, delusion, loneliness, superior complex and disconnected. Those are some of the feelings we feel. And remember, it does last a lifetime. Once you are spiritually awakened, it doesn't go away. You guys, I want you guys to remember, as you're going on this spiritual journey, to continue on going with the flow and go in the flow with ease, and to trust the process, because Divine knows exactly Divine knows exactly what it's doing. I want you to live as if your life is already your love story. You don't have to go out there and find it. If you want to go anywhere to find it, go within inside yourself. Live as if your love story is here right now today. And bring the softness within so that light can truly shine within. Let that shine show. And remove any judgments or any expectations, because when we have judgment and expectations, your spiritual awakening is interfered by that. And then let yourself go with the flow within love, because when we're operating from love and above, laughter, play, that spiritual awakening, is so much more broader. But we do need to go through that dark night of the soul to figure out, where do we need to clear up our language? Where do we need to clear up our words? Where do we need to clear up our thoughts, so we can actually be living from a higher self? And know that you guys are all so special. There's nobody else out here just like you. We need each and every one of you. You are all one of a kind. You're so special. And remember, always flip those emotional feelings around to better. Woo. And then I also have the Love Your Inner Goddess card. And the card that was drawn today was Love is Everything. Priority of Purpose is the card. Priority of Purpose. Let's see what it has to say for us today. You are a dreamer, but you are also meant to be a doer. It's the right time to cast off some of those demands on your time and attention that are keeping you from pursuing your true purpose. If you have, I'm going to call that the in-between, because we have this purpose and we see what it is. And a lot of times we see it, but to get there, to do it, we have that space in between. And I actually, in my alone time, been working on that space in between by doing some tapping and doing some Ho'oponopono work out there, because when I'm doing that for myself, I'm doing it for the collective. So I call that the in-between space. Let's clear that energy from the in-between. So if you have many dreams, that's fine, but it is wise to focus on what you can do right now. I have my pile. It's big, it's tall, but I have to see, what can I do right now? So we can keep the momentum going. Allow your other dreams to percolate in the background for a while. When it is time to attend them, you will know it. For now, just do what you can and don't be afraid to make a sacrifice or two along the way. Those sacrifices will be repaid in more ways than you currently know. You won't lose anything by dropping the distractions or for going for it. The spiritual guidance. Making a choice can be hard, as if to say yes to one thing, you have to say no to 15 others or more, probably more, yeah. Remember that saying no is just saying not right now rather than never. There is a higher plan for your life that includes all of your passions. You can do it all, but just not all at once. Your soul knows how to build your most inspired and beautiful divine life as though it was building an extraordinary temple for your spirit. It knows that the foundations need to be prepared and the walls need to be built before the windows and the doors and the skylight can be installed. The roof may be absolutely one of the most incredible roofs, but if you try to lay the roof on before the walls were built, you're going to have some problems now, aren't you? There is a certain order to how things need to happen, which is the soul intuitiveness, knowingness. This is why listening to the soul and trusting your inner guidance voice makes more sense than trying to accomplish everything straight right away, ending up with so much less than what you deserve for all your efforts. Every moment of practice and sacrifice that you make now is stored up by the universe as a sweet grace that you will receive back later, and everything falls into place perfectly. Tune in and trust your soul to show you how to gain everything you ever dreamed of, one simple step at a time. And then it gives us a little homework here. It says, write a list entitled, "This is what matters most to my heart and my soul." I'll read it again. This is what matters the most to my heart and to my soul. Read your list out loud and then say, I trust that my soul is blessed and will show me how to create my most beautiful destiny one step at a time. I'm going to read it again. I trust that my soul is blessed and will show me how to create my most beautiful destiny one step at a time. Thank you guys for watching Your Hidden Love Story episode 208. I keep wanting to say 2000 for the last 4 or 5 episodes. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll have to figure that out. And the spiritual awakening, just getting you guys some information on what that's all about. And for those that haven't been here, that are here now, just to let you know, I'm changing the way I'm doing things. I'm doing just the first 30 minutes of the show. Then I'm going to end the show. I'm going to disappear, but I'm going to come right back to continue on for doing the collective readings, and so you'll have to come on back order. I am taking you guys as you'll have to come back over. It's already sitting there awake. All you have to do is go over there and start chiming in. I am taking you guys' names as the way you came in, so don't worry about that. And yeah, I'm so proud of you guys for coming here and being here on a regular basis, and it shows me that you guys care enough for your guys' own souls and your own purpose and taking care of your life so you are living happier on a regular basis. All right, till next time, bye-bye, butterflies. I got a couple exits because they're kind of Christmassy, so I'll be right back. Oh, you'll have to come on over to the other show, though. All right. It's like Cancer, Full Moon, Live Tarot, something like that.